right, a little bit of an emergency cast tonight. I got pinged about 10 minutes ago. I was on the couch enjoying a nice little late afternoon nap. Matt Ball said, "Hey man, I messed up the schedule. I got friends, they want to watch the video games. Can you cast us?" And I decided to not be lazy tonight. Stream is going to be a little off. I didn't have time to do my overlays. I didn't have time to do my scouting. So what we're going to say is both of these teams are awesome and amazing, and I expect nothing but the highest level of hots tonight. The highest level. We have NGS Heroic Division. Week 4. Look at this. I didn't even change this overlay. We got to do this right now. Salted Snacks. Going up against Team Name Change. Let's do this real quick. It's going to be totally out of... those records are not correct. That overlay is awful. This is what happens when you wake a man up and have him cast late. Matsuro! Thank you, sir. Much appreciated. Let's get these standings out of here, too. Can we do that? Can we get the record out? Because those aren't right. Tonight, we will be headed to Towers of Doom. This will be followed up by Battlefield of Eternity. Kotaka is not going to be here. We got to get rid of that, too. Nope. Wait. Got it. All right. Oh, do I have anything to drink? I do have something to drink. Okay, cool. Spoiler alert. Energy says he's first picking TLV. So, in fact, if the first pick is not TLV, for the second map, we're going to head to Hanamura. And we're going to force them to pick nothing but specs. Draft is incoming. Let's go, fam. Shout out to everybody watching tonight. I hope everybody gives you a good show. I hope I can recover. Maybe wipe the Sandman out of my eyes here because I was not ready for this. Okay, so this is TNC's map choice. They're on the right. Salted Snacks will start us off on the left. Heroic Division. Everything's going to be off. I'll fix all these things. $30 seconds left on our first ban here. In fact, we're going to go ahead and get our butt back over to studio mode. Change this out. You boys, take your time with these bans. Let's get that fixed. Okay. Medivh is our first ban here on Towers of Doom. So I'm already a little perturbed because it appears one team doesn't want to let the Birdman fly. Again, I'm woefully underprepared. Oh, we got the alerts, they just go. Ball 182, thank you for the follow, brother. Sister. Family. Mom, dad, much appreciated. 30 seconds left on TNC's ban. This being Towers of Doom. Poke. Always at a premium. I expect to see Diablo picked up here before the secondary ban phase if he is not banned out. This map plays into the Garrosh, Diablo, and Johanna tank meta. What else should we expect to see? Hanzo 100% will be a part of this draft. I'll be shocked if he isn't. Maiev is banned. So Hanzo and Phoenix available. No Overwatch heroes banned. Do I have time to set a freaking tweet out? I absolutely don't. I don't even do the Twitter anyway. It would take me like 15 minutes just to set the damn thing up. There's all these ats and hashtags. First pick will belong to Salted Snacks. Oh boy. $20 on the clock. All right, let's see what Snacks wants to do here. Everything is up and available. High tier tanks. Don't forget our high tier supports are available as well. Stuke Oven Mouth still being up there. With the Medivh removal, do we get to see the Tracer? First pick Dahaka. We're throwing it back old school, guys. Instant Hanzo Garrosh. Axon, thank you. Your cheers are always appreciated. I will take that 1/100th of a cent. I will cherish it. I will love it. I will nurture it. I will deposit it. And maybe my next of kin will get something out of that. Appreciate it. So Garrosh and Hanzo. So not only is Garrosh picked up, but Hanzo as well. Hanzo being, in my opinion, the natural counter to Garrosh with that annoying long-range Overwatch poke. Axon, thank you for the follow as well. Much appreciated. Guys, let me know if anything's off for the cast. Like I said, I just picked this up 10 minutes ago. Teams were super awesome. Shout out to Metball and Tracer for working with me a little bit so I could go ahead and get this up and running. This is an old school draft. So we get Stukov, we get the S tier support, but we also have Dahaka and Chromie. This would suggest to me that Salted Snacks does not want the Dibbles. I'm not too sure about the Johanna either. She certainly moves up in priority, but you sometimes want a little bit more predictable CC with Chromie. Are you going to have enough CC on a low enough cooldown between Condemn and the possibility of a drag? Maybe they move into an ancillary CC hero. The obvious reflex here for Salted Stacks when they have their ban would be a Malfurion. Not sure where TNC want to move. I would actually like to see them maybe think about removing a flex hero that would be dangerous to their depth. They take the ETC off the board. I think that's a wise ban. I think you would be okay with the Johanna here. How does Johanna engage on the Hanzo? You would be entirely reliant on the Dahaka burrow into the backline. I'm gonna, let's see if I can slide over and grab my water. Caster rip. Did I miss anything? The world end? No, we still don't have a ban for Salted Snacks. Oh. 10 seconds left. I'd like to see it, the priority maybe on an offlaner. I think Blaze would be a really smart ban here. He beats the sweet bejesus out of Dahaka in the early game. They go with the Sonya, same sort of idea. So the Hanzo Phoenix combo for TNC. Interesting. Rarely do you get both of these heroes on the same team. One interesting thing to keep an eye on, when you have Hanzo and Phoenix on the same team, how does this change up the way that you talent both of those heroes? Oh. Okay. Well then. That's a wrinkle. All right. We have Garrosh and Diablo on the same team. I had that earlier today. I mean, it was an unranked game and a total clown fiesta, but I guess maybe it's moving up the meta. Let me see. Okay, can I fire this tweet off real quick? I have no freaking clue. We're going to try, though. What do I want to see here? Well, the idea of maybe picking up something like a Thrall kind of goes right out the window, just because he would get absolutely bodied here. I love the hero, but I know this seems weird, but Tank Zarya would be kind of cool. Tychus Johanna. Same sort of idea. I apologize if you hear my clicking. I'm just going to try to fire a tweet off to the Twitterverse. This should be a good opportunity. Yeah, Malfurion looks like the easy pick here, but I could actually see something different. I mean, Rhaegar moves up here if you feel like you need the cleanse. I mean, you went with Diablo Garrosh. Why would you stick with the meta? They take that. Okay. So they do wind up taking the Malfurion. Teams are set. We're about to head into our first map. Salted Snacks team name change, a little bit of NGS Heroic Division. I've got to change this damn title as well. Oh, God, report me. I'm so off. All right, NGS. Whew. So, very, very different drafts. The Salted Snacks pushed into a little bit more of an old school draft, particularly with the Tychus Chromie. That was a fantastic combo a few months ago. We'll see how well it works here, and I do think there's an opportunity for Tracer on the Chromie to do some work. You have Malf, Hanzo, and Phoenix all susceptible to Chromie hucking bombs. But we've got Diablo and Garrosh on the same side. Team name change. Team meta change? I heard their team position change tonight. Alright, how's everything look? Everything looks good, cool. That logo needs to move over just a little tiny bit. Alright. That looks alright. Alright. On the left. Salted Snacks. Tracer is going to be on the Chromie. That ought to confuse me. Infrared is going to be on the Johanna. Energy will be playing the Tychus. Salted on the Stukov. Chips will be doing the Dinosaur with the Haka. Metball, the guy who woke me up about 10 minutes ago, will be playing the Hanzo. We have a banned mount. Yes, we do.
Fight.
Smitty's going to be playing on the mouth. Teams are okay with it. Beady Butt Kiss. Oh, what a good name that is. Is on the Phoenix. Divine Fate on the Diablo. Kawaii. Sashi. My apologies. Is going to be playing the Garrosh. Everybody's cool. I like this. Thumbs up. Redemption build for Hanzo. Q build. With the Plasma Cutter for Phoenix. This is going to be just kind of neat because we get to see Kawaii Sashi really play aggressively here. Chips winds up getting that counter grab on Beady. The warp is there. Team's trading out a host of cooldowns. And in the end, just a little bit of damage. A little bit as expected. We see Phoenix heading top to go up against Dahaka. Garrosh here in the bush, chipping away at Johanna. Oops. Horoi making some space for Metball there in the Hanzo. This is a dangerous bit of bush. And I know a thing or two about that. So rotations are going to be interesting. We'll have to keep an eye on this here. Opportunities for kills are going to be fast and furious. You got a ton of walls. You got a lot of room for Garrosh to do his thing. Early on, Beady put the pressure on the Dahaka. Sort of as expected here. Chromie goes down. Look at that, already missed one. Report me, boys. Absolutely report me. First blood goes over to Team Name Change. They'll use this opportunity to put Hanzo and Garrosh on account. Here's some noise in the background as well. Apologies if that messes anybody up. Tychus is in big trouble here. Energy takes the dodge. That's a great little stutter step there, but it puts Salted on the receiving end of the Diablo devastating charge. Does he get out? Negative. Energy with a great little stutter step there. He moved inside the Garrosh cone. Tychus was free and clear, but unfortunately, that just served up a plate of Stukov. Time travel. Smell out Garrosh here. Infrared in a little bit of trouble here. He's got Iron Skin, though. No follow-up CC available. Takes the poke. And is likely to go take the tap. Chat, help me out. Who's playing different stuff tonight? I did hear there were going to be some role swaps and different position changes. Dahaka and Tychus are up top. They'll have to contend with Phoenix and Diablo. But down on the bottom lane here,
the Raven Lord demands it.
Midball. Using that Overwatch hero, that unfair mobility advantage to go ahead and pick this one up. Pressure here on top. Chips has got a lot of damage to deal with here. There's a flip on energy. Diablo is super deep. Divine Fate's going to wind up going down here. Good tongue from Chips. Beady Butkus slides out. Looks like teams will trade up on top. I'm not sure Chips has absolutely any trade. He is low. Beady's going to pick that kill up. They trade out towers. But at the same time, there's a lot of damage going out. Energy's going to go down next. He put a lot of damage out onto the Garrosh, as Tychus is wont to do. 4-1 in terms of kills. Shots going over to TNC. More pressure onto the Dahaka. Good grab there by Chips. This is the tough part about playing Dahaka here in the top lane. Almost all of the meta in the top lane beats you because of your reduced wave clear early in the game and the fact that you are just quite flatly threatened by a number of the sort of flex heroes that can just jump into top lane and wreck you. But Phoenix provides another wrinkle of this. There's the invade coming from the bottom. TNC is going to grab this camp. Tychus goes down. Infrared will have to use Iron Skin to get out here. TNC. Do they want this invade? They are going to finish this camp. 7's come online. So, Redemption at 9 stacks. Explosive arrows followed by sharpened arrowheads. Everything else is looking pretty standard. Again, we have the Plasma Cutter built for Phoenix.
Once more, the altars rise from the depths.
It's got to be about the 5th time Tracer has had a successful time trap in that push there. And even more pressure as up in the top lane here. Beady grabs himself a camp. We'll try to hold Dahaka up here as long as possible. This is a level and a half lead. This might be the last time, well, it certainly will be the last time for a while that Salted Snacks are going to be on the same talent here.
Lay claim to the altars.
That ball goes in, grabs this camp pressure all over the place. We'll have to keep an eye on Dahaka here in the top lane. There's a scout. Infrared in big trouble here. Has to use Iron Skin, but the silence is solid. Garrosh using Indomitable there as well. There's the wall bang from Divine Fate. Johanna goes down. That's a flying Diablo. Haven't seen that one in a while. TNC will go ahead and grab yet another altar. They have strong pressure here in the bot lane. With one tower in the gate already going. Chips there missing on the drag. That would have been a big hit. Oh, Medball. Run, brother, run. Tracer almost finding himself a Hanzo. Top lane here. Beady is just beating up Dahaka. Infrared will go up there to cover. As we talked about, big advantage. Dragon Arrow. Twilight Dream. I think we're going to see a little bit of it here. There's the 3-man taunt. Divine Fate there holding the APOC. Instead, the Malfurion walks up with the T-Dream. Tychus and Stukov are gone. Netball. Fantastic accuracy there on the Dragon Arrow. Now jumping over the top. Tracer is in big trouble. Diablo finds the wall. Eating a time trap here. I figure out who's aggro. The tower's still on minions. So this should be a nice easy pickup. Good job by TNC. Lose the Tyro. Pretty standard for TNC. Okay, good to know. Met ball with a quick pause. Relage. Okay, lag. Kawhi's logging out. All right, so we're just going to hang out for a hot minute. All right. So. TNC with a 2.5 level lead right now. They put a ton of pressure. By putting Garrosh and Diablo in the 4-man. It's even more protection for the Hanzo. Only at one point has Hanzo been in a lot of trouble, and that was that sort of rogue dragon's breath that found its way on top of his head. The other big issue right now for Salted's Next is that in the top lane, Dahaka has just been absolutely beaten up by Beauty Butt Kiss on the Phoenix in the off lane. Again, that was a first pick Dahaka. Struggling into a ranged hero in top lane. All right. Anyway, how's everybody doing tonight? I see some TNC fans in chat. Ball 182, what's happening? Again, thank you guys for the follows. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys being here to support friends. Again, this is a little bit of a super late emergency stream. We opened up the lecture hall just for this heroic div matchup. I felt like doing a favor, and now I feel like I have these teams in the palm of my hand. I'm going to figure out a way to abuse this privilege. Although certainly not now, because quite frankly, I haven't woken up yet. Okay, R. Teams are R. So it looks like everybody's here. So let me do this. Hold on one hot second. We will get back in the game real quick. Shit. All right, we're about to head back into the game. We've got everybody back. Nope. Kawhi missed that. Okay. Shoot. He just DC'd. All right, I got to keep an eye on my timers here. I can't unpause right now. Interesting. All right, so I messed up that a little bit. All right, our first hiccup of the night. The fact that I did not set myself properly up here. do this. Make sure we got everybody back in the game. Apologies for the delay. You know how those Kmart routers sometimes be. And we're about to head back into game. Cool. All right, let's get some more hots in. Nobody sees that message. Nutball's going to go ahead and take care of us. All right, we are back.
Prepare yourselves, heroes. The altars rise.
Kawaii Sashi. Back in the game here. So it's going to be a long road back for Salted Snacks. However, is he going to get the throw? Going deep for this one. Garrus is going to be in a big load of trouble here. Good root coming out. Smitty on the Malfurion, perhaps preventing the War Chief from succumbing to Tychus. And here we are up in top lane. Phoenix and Dahaka still going at it.
The altars have risen.
So for Salted Snacks, given that they are
Now.
behind, but given that this is Towers of Doom, they have plenty of time to try to come back. And they have good poke in the form of Tychus and Tracer. Excuse me, Tychus and Chromie. That's Tracer on the Chromie. Really, on Towers of Doom, the key to this is don't lose more than one bell tower.
Enough of this charade.
And you really don't have to hit the panic button on this map, really until maybe like 10 to 12 shots. Once it gets down to 10 or 12 shots, then you have to start worrying about, okay, how many bell towers are going to spawn? How do we play around boss? But until then, you just have time to just kind of soak, give up a bunch of shots. You can just kind of play it safe, defend against, you know, shenanigans such as the sappers in the bottom lane here. We see the rotate from BD on this Phoenix. Is going to try to provide even more backup there. Odin was popped there. Just trying to get this bell tower back. Infrared on the Johanna, trying to provide that strong front line. In the meantime, we have a little bit of Dahaka double soak here in mid. Garrus looking for the throw there. He finds himself a JoJo. But she finds the D key. Iron Skin used to go ahead and get out there. Sappers are incoming. I'll take a quick pop in on the top lane here. His minions starting to push into the gate. BD will go ahead and respond to that. Really nice long stalemate here. I like the plays that remain. Kawhi finds himself at Tychus, and Divine Fate is going to go ahead and finish that off the Lord of Terror. Finding kill number 10 for a team name change. There's going to be a bot altar as well. Oh, the Twilight Dream comes out, and Johanna goes down as well. Good aggressive play from Smitty. I like that. Usataru, do you really have a PhD in hot? Get out of here.
Heroes.
Chromie goes down at the same time. Divine Fate on this Diablo is making plays. Do I have a PhD in HOTS? I mean, it's one of those degrees that, I feel like you can find at a less than venerable institution of knowledge. Phoenix goes down. Chip's getting some vengeance. Another boy. He'll give up 2 shots there from the Sappers, but get a little bit of revenge. I mean, I did my post-doc in HOTS. We're not going to go into the details of my presentation one. There's Odin to go ahead and finish this off. Energy is sick and tired of living in the moat. Tychus will go ahead and clear out bottom bell tower. So we're at 16 to 33 shots. And for the first time in a long time, Salted Snacks find themselves on an even talent tier. 15 seconds still left on Twilight Dream. Odin expires there, and the infested Tychus crawls on out of it. Snacks is trying to figure out, can we reset this map? How are we going to go ahead and find ourselves in position to make the right plays? Oh, Kawaisashi found himself a Stukov. The follow-up there from Metball on Dragon's Arrow, and Tracer on that Chromie is going to go down as well. Do we have any more follow-up? Okay. Purification Salvo was Interrupted. As was Tychus' attempt to put damage on it. This Garrus Diablo combo is just doing work. It's so hard to deal with. The thing that really enables it, and we've talked about it before, is the fact that Phoenix just dominating Dahaka in the top lane made it so that at no point could Snex make an invade play. In that early game, he was pinned back, just trying to hold off there. It's a triple bell tower. Teams are looking to trade top, and at the same time, I like what Salt Snex are doing here. BD goes in and caps. That was 16 shots. Let's keep an eye on this. Did it go through? 11. It did. Well played there. TNC grabs himself an extra shot. 30 to 11. And with the bottom conversion there by Hanzo, it is down to 30 to 6. Boss now becomes a big problem. Salted Snacks need to actually think about just removing Boss from the map in this interregnum. BD finds the gank attempt as well. Nice kill, Chips.
Heroes, I have opened a tunnel near our core.
Chips just got goddamn tired of dealing with that Phoenix. I apologize for not seeing that one. You just, given the way that the beginning of the game went, you just did not expect the Zerg to defeat the Protoss in that situation, but he did find himself a kill. 15 to 2 in terms of kills. This has been Salty Snacks on the back foot for the entirety of the game. Again, this super high CC double meta warrior comp. Now we have our sappers being converted there. It's down to 3 shots. Boss is game. Phoenix goes down. Metball with the Dragon Arrow is not able to convert. Waisashi looks for the taunt there. He goes ahead and grabs 3 people. The Unstoppable came out during that onto Odin. Twilight Dream is interrupted as there's a fantastic play in the middle there by Infrared, but the APOC finds the kill on Stukov. Infrared on the Johanna is under pressure. He designed skin there. Chips finds himself a Diablo, but that is not going to matter either. 20 seconds left in the double alter phase. Waisashi under big pressure. Energy might find himself a kill. Dahaka gets countered by Metball. 3 kills for 1. TNC only needs 1 altar to go ahead and finish this first game off. A quick victory for them.
The time is now, heroes. Claim the altars in my name.
Zeus Tyro, I'll try attending the Metball School of Stomping. Well, I gotta tell you right now. You better beat open enrollment. You're gonna need that early decision, dog. Because that was a stomp. Oh, no, this is way off, isn't it? I don't like that screen. See? These are the things that happen. When you wake a caster up. How about now? We've almost got it. All right. Match summary. A little broken. Yeah, we'll do this. We'll almost get everybody's stats. We're going to kick back out of here. This is one. By the way, again, this is one of the things that I 100% was going to get fixed. We'll be headed to Towers of Doom next. No, we just went to Towers of Doom. Come on, dude, wake up. You already had 1 game under your belt. We're heading to BOE. Let's go. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm your emergency host, Professor Bobo here. We're going to go ahead and get ourselves set up for game numero dos. Pull our teams in the lobby. So I don't want to call that like a meme comp by any means, given that there were 2, and quite frankly, the 2 tanks. Oops. But again, the Phoenix, in the top lane against Dahaka just enabled Garrosh and Diablo to boss mid and bot. Throws a curveball out there. Sometimes you just don't expect to see double tank. Salted Snacks, excuse me, tried to make the late counter with the Tychus. But the other side of it is that if you don't have, to be quite honest, if you don't have Uther, if you don't have a cleanse up against that comp, it's really hard. You need burst healing, you need a cleanse, and you need invulns. Otherwise, you are absolutely going to get murdered, as we did see in that game. Let's go ahead. We'll update our scores, get that first map up. TNC claimed our first map. We are on our way to BOE.
Battlefield of Eternity.
Ninja Vinny, you feel like a voice? Is that the sound of an angel, sir? Sometimes you can find angels and down in the murky depths, because let me tell you something. I ain't no saint, brother. Ninja Vinny, well, welcome to the cast. Welcome to the lecture hall. Thank you for joining us tonight. If you're just joining us, look at that. I still have that up there. This is definitely not BDiv. Come on, guys. This is our emergency cast. Metball pinged me late. Said, hey, man, I got a bunch of people that want to watch this game. I messed up the scheduling. We don't have a caster. I had to get involved. I can't let friends down. Also, I was asleep. So this makes me feel like I've accomplished something today. It was a glorious day outside. Took advantage of it. Maybe had a couple too many in the afternoon. Needed that beer nap. We have a tracer ban for team name change. Remember, this is the map choice of Salted Snacks. Taki wants to know, how many stacks did Chromie get on her queue? Not enough. Gumby House, hi. What's happening? See you there. Hanzo ban. Immediately, the likes of Phoenix and the old school Greymane moving up our list of racers. And Phoenix is just insta-locked. It worked really well for BD. Despite the fact that Chips did find him once. This should really tell you. I mean, how far has Greymane fallen off the map?
None shall flee my grasp.
It was only a few months ago where I think Greymane was just the ire of chat, of Reddit, every single map. Greymane. We rarely see him now. It's a little bit of a pocket pick, a comfort, and oftentimes you really only see him as the kind of hero that is just going to murk for the first 10 levels, or first 9 levels, pardon me, and then go try to jump in and find himself a kill. Maya picked up Garrosh, taken away from team name change. As we're going all meta right now, boys. Even more meta, Diablo and Stukov picked up. This is a real quick draft. So we have both of the top tier tanks. We have the top tier flex. Depending on how you feel about Phoenix in competitive, I don't know. But he's the highest win rate hero across all levels. We have the top tier support already in Stukov. I would not be surprised to see Malfurion banned out here. Medivh. Banned out in the first game by Salted Snacks. They want to get rid of it here as well. Wise decision there. Now, Fury gone, so more meta. We'll see if there's a wrinkle in here at some point. Usually with Maiev, it can be tough to go ahead and pick up some of those single target auto attack heroes that excel on BOE. Hanzo is up and available. I would expect him to be picked up here. But there's always a possibility to go in different directions. Don't want to pigeonhole anybody in. Don't want to typecast anybody who's playing the game tonight. After this game, I'm going to be throwing the host over to DB Smiley. If you guys want to hang out, he has a doubleheader for Blasting Burrows, one of the top teams in Division A West. I believe that is the only other game set on the schedule here for NGS. Two seconds left. One, and Snacks go with Li Ming. Another old standard here, and Thrall. They're going double War Chief. Thrall and Garrosh. Maybe they had their disagreement, but they're going to have to find common ground in this game. This will be a top lane Thrall. So if TNC go with their double tank setup as they did in the last game, we'll have Phoenix versus Thrall. We'll see how the War Chief does up there. He'll be lacking the wave clear, but at least he can provide some poke onto Phoenix. Remember, in the last game, TNC banned ETC out and then wound up picking up the Diablo. Yep. They're rocking this double tank. Muradin and Jaina. This will be top lane Phoenix yet again. On the flip side, we've got to see a strong support in the burst heals. Uther and Rhaegar have got to be on the minds of Salted Snacks here. TNC are going ham with the beef. Diablo and Muradin. Are we going to see a playmaker tonight? Hanzo was banned. Thank you. Duh. It was the first ban of the goddamn game. Again, this is just what happens, fellas. Saturday night, wasn't prepared. I didn't do any scouting for this game. Feels bad, man. And it is Rhaegar. Alright, so they do go out. Grab themselves a burst healer. Definitely going to need that cleanse. And our teams are set. Map numero dos. Salted Snacks. Here on their choice of Battlefield of Eternity, will be looking to split the series with team name change. TNC grabbing that convincing first victory on Towers of Doom. Apparently tonight they are moving into the double tank setup. First game it was Diablo Garrosh, now Diablo and Muradin. A little bit interesting in that they did switch who was playing the Diablo. Kawaii Sashi was on the Garrosh in game number 1. Divine Fate was on the Diablo in game number 1. They swap for this one. It's going to be really tough for Maya to get a lot of value here as well. Again, that's a lot of CC.
Prepare yourselves for battle, heroes.
But let's see what they can do with it. For Salted Snacks, looking for the comeback, looking to split the series. Salted on the Rhaegar. Infrared is going to be playing the Garrosh. Tracer is going to be playing the Li Ming, confusing me yet again. Energy is going to be on the Maiev. Slide on up to the top lane. Chips will be riding the Money Pig on Thrall.
The battle begins in 10 seconds.
Maybe a little bit of different setup here. Divine Fate on the Muradin, looking for that top lane. Met Ball Going to be playing the Jaina. Beady But Kiss is going to be on the Phoenix. Kawaii Sashi will be on the Diablo. Joining the team here. Sliding on up. Smitty Werbin is going to be playing the Stukov. For team name change. Floating here. As I suspected, one of these tanks was going to go top. Chips, I think he knows something's up here. Divine Fate already moving into the Man Muradin build. If you're not taking Perfect Storm, why are you playing Muradin? You gotta man up, and you gotta man up hard. Thrall moves into Echo of the Elements. I'm trying to get a little bit more wave clears. He feels like he might be under pressure here. I want to keep an eye on top lane. Somebody's got to make that jump. Nope. My apologies. Divine Fate thinks better of it. Muradin will wind up moving into the bot lane here. Salted worked a little bit of the wave clear. They've been nice and safe here. Energy, though, could be in a bit of trouble here. I believe TNC wants to get the Diablo combo before they go in with a Muradin. This is a big, risky camp here. TNC smells this out. Put infrared there. Throwing the Devils away. Okay, so the camp is secured. Late jump in there from Muradin. Smart play by infrared there. Shout out to the tank player for Salted Snacks. Up here at top lane, Chips has put at least a little bit of HP damage there on Beady. Let's see if he goes for the play here. Continues to work Echo. Again, this is just going to be tough. Phoenix in the off lane is a pain in the you-know-what. There are very few heroes that are going to be able to make plays here. Infrared, though, finds himself the Phoenix. Is the warp available? Yes. But at the same time, Divine Fate providing cover. Chips, though, cannot quite move through the bush. Excellent body block from Divine Fate. Neither team has claimed first blood. You see Maya, Line, jumping on this camp. The invade intent coming in here from TNC. They just want to play this game aggressive. They're going to have 4 there. Let's see if Shadow is up. It doesn't matter. Kill is finished off. But here come Infrared and Chips. Remember, there's only 4 here. Phoenix is not with them. Big groundbreaker there from Infrared. However, Kawaii looking for the counter kill on the Thrall. Thrall needs a little bit of that extra healing. The towers are not present on this map. And at this point, folks, Salted Snacks needs to hit that reset button. The invades are real, the CC is real, and the kills are now 3-0 in favor of team name change. Beady. Alright. I mean, you guys have played just about flawlessly, so you get to make that little misplay there, maybe overthinking Phoenix's early game can't grab. You gonna pick it up now, brother? Alright, he's got it. Halftime show, easily picked up, but not flawlessly picked up by TNC. In fact, Phoenix still hasn't finished this off. Beady's at half health with no shield. He warps out, leaves the camp. This is just going to be a sort of delay play here. 3-man invade here. Metball is under no pressure on the Jaina, and that's going to make the difference here. Let's see if the Immortal Suns are going to wind up playing out here. Blizzard comes out. Beady comes in with a Plasma Cutter as well. Low health pools, but nobody able to be jumped on here. Salted winds up eating the hammer, and Rhaegar out. Garrosh out as well. Salted, though, has the opportunity here to finish this off. That's the Immortal Stun is down. Infrared here looking to maybe throw them off. Oh, that choke point silence is going to do work. That should be the end of IF. Chips is under big pressure as well, trying to get on a Metball, and Jaina, however, has enough kite to ward off Thrall. She's going to get vengeance from the Warcraft realm onto Garrosh. Kawaii Sashi is just hammering away here. There's another really good setup from Schmitty. Look at those Immortal levels. There's the camp picked up. I'm sure that's exactly what Beady meant to do. Have to back twice. Pick that camp up late. Be healthy for this Immortal push. And split pressure here. Let's get that. going on there. I like this idea. This is sort of the staple of. I'm trying to think of who probably started this. I think it was Dig that really started hammering this point home. If your immortal doesn't have, oh no, there was a bottom push anyway. I was thinking they might have split this. If your immortal does not have a shield, you're really going to get a lot out of it. Your siege damage is not great. You really need Jaina to get ramped up. Indomitable has to be used. It actually expired there, and the immortal stun goes off. Salted taking a quick bite out of Lord of Terror as well. There is a 3-man grab as energy winds up keeping most of TNC underneath this tower. Blizzard is out as well, so the kill potential is going to be limited, but that doesn't matter. Infrared on the Garrosh goes down. Kawaii Sashi grabbing himself a Garrosh. At the same time, the counter kill comes through. Good play by energy. Follow up board, not doing much there. Top fort down to about a quarter life. Salted keeping in this game a little bit better. They were down so very heavily in game 1. I believe it was level 10 to level 8. They've just barely managed to hold on to their forts. I'm sure this is going to get poked out, but when is the question? Metball, Smitty, and Kawaii will grab Papa Kid. I know it's Kawaii, I just was saying it funny. You gotta put a little accent on it, guys. When you're casting by yourself, sometimes the only person in the room that can provide entertainment is the man in the mirror. Metball will finish off bottom fort, or he'll let the minions go ahead and move in. Another strong camp invade. Diablo has found himself a Garrus. There's Indomitable, he waits. The Divine Charge has not been used yet. There's the Cleanse as well from Rhaegar. This should be the end of Infrared. Keep an eye out on Diablo. Nope. Yes. No. There's the flip, the suplex. At the same time, Energy has a 3-man tether, has not used his trait yet. Winds up using a couple of Fan of Knives resets. Chips is on the wrong side of that silence pool, and he goes down as well. Both War Chiefs felled by the Alliance Ice Wizard. Ice Mage, whatever you want to call it. Level 10s now. APOC. Hey, Haymaker, Playmaker. Massive Shove. And the Meme Beam. Beatty looking to have a little fun with Planet Cracker. We do get the Welly as well, so not quite the full lockdown here. I like Welly. I don't mind not having Ring.
It is time for a change.
Halftime belongs to TNC. This is a 2, simply nominal 3 level lead. That'll be a full health immortal. Top fort was pressured out by the incredibly late Merc capture. On the first immortal phase, TNC took a couple rotations to do it, but they actually wound up capping their own camp as the immortal was captured, and that provided siege into Thrall in the solo lane. And I mean, you got Haymaker, you got Planet Cracker, you have level 11 and a 9. Play aggressive here.
The demon moves for the gates of heaven.
Here comes the swap. Keep an eye on Garrosh here. You might just be moving through the wrong bush. There's the stun from Murden. There's the Planet Cracker as well. Indomitable is used. Divine Face trying to hold off. Oh, Kawhi's on the wrong side of the wall. He's not going to get the kill there. The APOC is used just to try to maybe provide a little bit of zoning. The rest of TNC is trying to break this wall down, but Diablo does go down. At the same time, the Immortal is pushing keep wall, half shield. Chips on Thrall is trying to pick up level 10. He does wind up grabbing it. Ancestral, of course, Warden's Cage, Wave of Force, Warlord's Challenge, all standard. I'm not sure what Chips is going to move into on the Thrall. I think I'd like to see Sundering. There's a throw onto Divine Fate there with the Muradin. Energy is on the wrong side of his Immortal Stun. He does get knocked away. At the same time, Salt is on the wrong side of the wall. Plasma Cutter is going to finish Rhaegar off. Welly is out as well. Sundering has been used. His keep is at half health. It should go down momentarily. Energy in the back line. I think he's going to pop Warden's Cage. He does. However, the Silence Pool is going to wreck him, but Chips with a great Sunder on the backside. Picks up 3 kills. Gonna be 4. Stukov is gone. Well played by Chips.
Blue team's core is under attack.
Garrosh will finish this Immortal off. No core shield damage should go through. You win Haymaker. I'm in love. Lucy Tyro. You gotta go Playmaker, baby.
Demon's attack has
You already got a tank.
yet we have
You need
not
more
seen
bruising.
the end of him.
And if you're cruising, sometimes your Murden can find himself a Haymaker. Love the strength of, what, 3 kills? Salted Snacks winds up grabbing themselves enough XP to close the gap to a level and a half. Remember, they were down by 2 levels, 11 to 6 in terms of kills, so they were making a little bit of a comeback here. Again, I like seeing Sundering picked up. Just for that snap disengage. And it worked to great effect there. Infrared, I think Infrared needs to stay in this bush here. They want the camp, they're going to grab it, but the invade could come in here from Divine Fate. Is he going to make the aggressive play? Keep an eye on the jump Haymaker combo here. Diablo sharking for a wall to put Baby up against. Doesn't find one. And now TNC will keep it up with their aggressive play, though. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. That's a Diablo with no souls. Planet Cracker came out, as did APOC, to try to prevent that kill, but Infrared is finding success on the Garrosh. Hawking the Lord of Terror into parts unknown. Again, Salted Snacks with an opportunity to start the comeback. They are now just 1 level behind. Camps will be pushing here. Keep an eye on that top shaman camp as it moves down the an unguarded lane. Now we see just how much race these teams have. Infrared, not sure which direction he wants to go in. Halftime is claimed by Salted Snacks. They have solid race. Okay, Thrall and Rhaegar are above average. Oh, we're going to have a bit of a fight there. The throw target winds up being Murden. The cage goes out. Metball is going to go. But no! The trade heal winds up coming out, but Sundering winds up grabbing that kill. Warden's cage expires. A lot of low health bars. Tracer trying to get out of there. Salted winds up getting grabbed. Taunt was used for defensive effect on Infrared, but the Welly is going to find yet another kill. Garrosh goes down 2 for 1. Shaman Camp is on core. Thrall is next. Tracer tries to get the disengage there. Remember, this is... Oh, that gate is down. Beatty. Aggro on the Phoenix. Energy had to wind up defending. Shield is gone. That Immortal's going to get picked up, but we got to see this battle. Energy backs off. And a wise move. Diablo wound up coming through. Looking to put Maiev up against the wall. Jaina clearing up bot camp. Wall gone. Not much else. This should be the second keep. At the same time, Energy and Salted are chasing Diablo. Infrared has found himself a Stukov at the back. Massive shove coming out. Just narrowly misses that one. Tough defense coming up here for Salted Snack. They are going to be 14 into 16.
The demon moves for the gates of heaven.
That ice flows. Northern exposure. We got a jump build Murden here as well. Phoenix now has access to battle momentum. Throw off the stats here. Immortal winds up moving on up to the last remaining keep for Salted Snacks. There's a two-man queue. Energy goes in deep here. Does not use... Oh, he was holding Warden's cage. APOC came out as well. Sundering was used to confirm a kill onto Phoenix. The second kill onto Stukov. Chips at the back here is going to try to find a Jaina, but Metball with the Welly in the Blizzard is going to go ahead and resist that attempt. Rhaegar gets picked off on the back end as Divine Fate is having a field day on his Murra. Steve Garrosh goes down as well. The Immortal is going to move on up. Does Metball get out of this? Tracer's trying to find an extra kill here on Li Ming. 30, 40 hit points. Nothing doing. 19 kills to 10. Team name change moving on up to core. Kawaii Sashi is quite low. Energy here, just trying to see if he can maybe pick up a kill. 50% on the core. This is just, I mean, there's no siege here. Jaina goes down to Thrall. The defense holds. Yeah, that was Talia, giving credit there to Snacks and Chat. Chips has done really good things with the Sunder. Oh, is there enough lockdown here on Phoenix? No. Infrared thinks better of it. But a big part of the issue, so giving up the Garrosh in the second game, but going with a double tank setup, really the only targets for Infrared to throw without a heck of a lot of positioning are tanks. Oh, Assaulted's in big trouble here. The slow from Plasma Cutter might not be enough. Totem goes out and repels that kill attempt. Bottom camp picked up here. Top camp will be grabbed by TNC. So what we're getting to is that the only people that Infrared can throw with regularity are Muradin and Diablo. So in that last fight over the Immortal phase, throw Groundbreaker onto Muradin. So even though Energy is trying to go ahead and put a number of heroes into the cage, they don't have the opening CC chain to isolate a target and put pressure on the TNC. Muradin just don't care if you throw him at this point. If he even feels any amount of pressure, he can always just haymaker a nearby target out. 30% on the core. We'll be in the same situation we were for last Immortal phase. There is no keep top. Shaman Camp is going to have the ability to push down an unguarded lane. TNC gets started on the Immortal race. BD on the other side. He has Warp. Just going to go ahead and look for the Jabate. Planet Cracker comes out as well. That was early. And now Energy is looking to go ahead and put some fellas into the cage. Gets the Immortals stun. There's, oh, and Sephiroth comes out as well. And only Muradin is inside this cage. The Immortal stun again finding another target as Garrosh winds up getting isolated there. Welly out as well. Garrosh goes down. Chips is up next. He gets the cleanse, but Divine Fate hunts him down. Keep an eye on the extra stuns here as now there is Pierce on that hammer. The totem will repel for a little while. Oh, Divine Fate's going to find himself a Ming. At the same time, we'll see if we can keep it on screen there. Salted is under pressure as well. Diablo is on the Doge. Rhaegar down. Li Ming down. And a 2-0 for team name change. GG's exchange there. We're just going to keep this screen up here. Hey, we got ourselves another follow. Talia, shout out. You said Murra Steve. No, you said Murra Steve. I'm just following up. Let's see if we can ping Metball up. I'm going to go ahead and jump into the lobby. Send Metball a quick message. Hop in for int. If you have time. Question mark. I can't spell. All right. Shout outs over those two games. BD on the Phoenix. Having success. Hey,
Hello?
what's happening? A shout out to Chips on the Thrall in that second game. Doing some good work. So what's going on tonight? Found yourself a caster, but more importantly, you found yourself a 2-0 domination.
Yeah. So as much as I want to talk about the games, hands down, thank you.
It's all good, man.
I hope everyone's been saying it actually top tier, and I think everyone tonight that came in from our side definitely heard it. So thank you
no
once
problem.
again.
Like I said, it's all about the NGS fam. You know, you teased me. You said you had people that wanted to see the game. Let's get your friends in. You guys had a lot of guys in chat here. Talyep was going pretty ham for you. Who else did we have? Matsuro. We had Lucid Dyro. All right. What? So the big question is, you guys are hungry for the beef? Double tank both games? Is this how TNC's going to play the rest of the season out? What's good?
I don't know. I mean, we're trying things. To be honest, I said it earlier, this game we're kind of in additions on new players, so we're seeing how things go. I think it was kind of how the drafts kind of set out and how we played into them. instant my like we kind of gave him my F,
Right.
so we wanted to double beef right after that. And for that game, the first game I really just think it was more just like trying it out. In theory, we thought it was good, so we really wanted to see how it worked out on paper, and I think we played the map overall really well.
You did. I
So
mean, anytime you have like double tank like that, it's I mean, everybody knows like it's so strong in the early game. But the one thing that I noticed about, and I would probably say the two games in the first game, if the other team doesn't think you're gonna have double tank, lack of cleanse, right? And that was certainly a big factor. And then in the second game, every time Garrosh threw somebody, it was usually a Diablo or a Murden, and the only times he really had success were when he threw Diablo over the wall. So I mean, I gotta give you guys credit. You had the early game pressure, for sure.
yeah, thank you.
All right.
We normally.
No, I'm trying to think. No, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Oh, I was just gonna say, into that, like, in the first situation, also, I just want to say, because you're talking
Yes.
about Garrosh, so I was gonna elaborate on it. So the first game, we picked Garrosh, because, we were just thinking about controlling that early game and playing the map. In the second game, we kind of picked into Garrosh, and once again, like, the double tank kind of screws that Garrosh over. So it's just like you said, we kind of played him, I guess, in the map wise. And
I'm also going to assume next time we're going to make sure that Kawhi respects the walls a little bit more. That was cute.
Yeah.
But the other thing that we did see in both of those games, BD's playing the Phoenix in the off lane, and you'll have to apologize for my lack of scouting. I like it a lot. It seems like it opens up a lot of different things in draft as well. Do you guys feel like that's the best place for Phoenix right now, or is it still reactive?
I think it's very reactive and player
Okay.
preferred. I think that Phoenix is actually good both games. That game, like, I never saw BD pick Planet Cracker before, so I'm pretty sure we were just trying it out because he thought I was going ring, so it was miscommunication.
Okay, I
But
saw that. I mean, I'm a Welly fan, and I saw that, and I was like, well, okay. I mean, obviously, listen, you guys had enough pressure in the early game, it didn't really matter. All right, where are we going to see TNC next week? Do you guys have a schedule up yet?
it's not up yet. We're still trying to get in the
Okay.
games. I think reversing Aria or Arya, sorry, and we're the last game. The other game's slipping off
Okay.
my head, but
Well, I mean, the Aria
yeah,
game's
sorry.
pretty good. They've been taking some maps off of good teams, so they've been making a little bit of a comeback here. You guys, where were you in the standings? I think you were sixth.
Some are probably going to be like second or third or fourth.
So
now?
I think the stats are a little off. I think you do have. I'm trying to count these games. 3, 1, 2. I'm not sure it's been updated here on the website, but it does keep you in that upper tier for sure. In fact, I think you would move up into the top 5.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
really, like heroic division from really, from like Luxorian up to like maybe OSD and Amazing, just packed, really tight. So, your ability to pick up dominations is going to be key here at the end of the season. Again, most of these teams locked into the playoffs pretty well. Let's see if this got updated, actually. I'm kind of curious.
Kind of glad because, to be honest, we're a much newer team. Like, I know all these teams have like been together for years. They have like these junior teams or like in lower divisions, or we kind of came in not knowing what to expect. But I think each week we kind of get stronger, and I'm glad to see stuff. And with the new player like like the positions, how we're kind of playing people right now, like definitely strong first. Like Garage game, our soul winner is always doing his job, and everything's working very, very tightly right now. So
Right on, man. Well, hey, listen, all the best. This is your opportunity here. Go ahead, shout outs. Like I said, you got a lot of people in chat that have been chatting quite frequently. A lot of TNC fans, I see. The floor is yours.
Thank you. So first off, the most important shout out is, of course, again to you. I just want to I was messaging people and casters are like, I'm busy, and then I get you, and it's like the best cast we ever had. No shade. Everyone's a great caster, but it's awesome. Thank you. Shout out to everyone watching. I know a lot of people tuned in for this. I know a lot of people are watching. Shout out to you. I said, or at least my friend asked a shout out, and Redman Blue. Shout out for inviting me to a talk. Really awesome community I'm in. It's kind of where everyone's watching. And shout out to, the practice, the commitments, all there.
Shows.
And I see us
It
going
shows,
further.
man. Like I said, you guys had a really good, really good 2 games here. Yeah, obviously some work to do, but I like seeing something a little different, something maybe a little bit oppressive, to be quite honest with you. It worked out well. Team name change claims the 2-0 tonight over Salted Stacks. Best of luck for the rest of the season. I'm sure I'll catch you guys again at some point.
Thank you. Hopefully.
Okay, so we're 5th before this match. Okay, thank you, Matsuro. The standings weren't quite updated on the website. I think they were missing some of the later games. I am going to be throwing the... I guess I'll raid because I guess that's what Twitch does now. We're going to be headed over to DB Smiley in a few minutes. It'll cut the end of the cast. So Smiley has an A West matchup with Blasting Burrows. They're at the top of the division. We'll throw the raid over on that part. I have been your host tonight, Professor Bobo. Welcome to the lecture hall. Again, emergency cast. For those of you guys that haven't seen my show yet, I usually do a heck of a lot more at the beginning of the show. I'm usually a lot more prepared. I always want to be ready to come at you guys with a good bit of scouting. We always have rosters up. We always have keys to the game. Again, tonight it was just something late. A shout out to Metball, man. It's all good. Everybody here deserves to be put up on the big screen here on Twitch. Picked up a whole bunch of follows. Shout out to that as well. Toya, Matsuro the Angel, Ball 182, Axon. Thank you for the bit as well. Much appreciated. All right, let's go raid. Again, I'm going to send you guys over to DB Smiley. He has an A West doubleheader. Blasting Burrows, one of the top teams in A West. They are 4-1-0 thus far on the season. Even though they're a little bit behind in the standings, that's a great win-loss record. We will see if they can keep it up tonight. Thank you again. I've been your host, Professor Bobo. You guys are always welcome back here in the lecture hall.
And Joanna on a flank. Once they see Gul'dan here, they might try to engage this. Ha ha ha, it's chasing Malfurion at the moment. There's some good corruption stacks again.